the heck? How do I get it to be sideways? What? That's nuts. Okay, I guess I gotta go live this way. Is that true? Sorry. I still haven't learned how to do this properly, I guess. Stream. Yes? This? No. Oh, I can do a green screen. Is it gonna work? Hey, you get a sneak peek of my membership things that I was working on today. Come on now. Will it really not let me do that? Rude. Okay, well, I'll just turn this sideways somehow. Oh, my husband just got home. Hee hee. Okay, hold on. How do I turn this so that it's... Hold on. Everyone just hold on. One little moment. Because my thing is misbehaving. Okay. Hello. I'm doing a live stream.
Okay. That's cool.
Do you want to say hi to my mom? She's in the chat.
Sure. Hello.
Noah says hello. Okay, gamers. There's actually 3 people here. And I recognize all of you. Yay. Now I'm getting overheated because I had to move stuff. What's the deal with that? Okay. So, gamers. Yes, gamers. Everyone gamers. Everyone strap in. I'm putting my pillow on. I really wanted to wear this again, but it is too hot and it is made of wool. What is everyone working on? Or the music sloshed. And or what have you worked on today? Or like what did you do? I'm gonna do another one of these. Is the music too loud actually? Shh. You are a gamer. Everyone is a gamer in the game of life. I'm making, ooh, it jingled. My little, my friend made me this keychain of my character's tail and it has a jingle bell. This is how much yarn was left after making 2 squares. So I did some math and I think I might be able to get 10 squares out of the yarn I already have. So I think I'll have to buy another cake. But the good news is this one has lasted through 2 and it's like hardly in there. Hi Matthew Wallace. Now you have to subscribe. But like this is hardly used and I have 3 of these. So what I might be able to do is sell one of these at cost and get a blue one instead. If I don't end up needing them all. But now I have to find where my hook went. But this is what we're working on. I have 2 of them done. They're super soft. And I'm trying to make 12. I don't know if I'm going to have enough yarn to make 12. Oh my goodness. Hey, thanks. Sorry for the noise. Apparently this is a perfect time to take out trash right now. So, I'm never gonna complain about not having to be the one doing trash. Where did my pattern go, actually? I don't have my pattern? Is it on the couch? Yes. Yes, my pattern is here. We're starting from the beginning. Because I finished that other one yesterday. Pattern sneak peek. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do all 12 of them. Because I'm trying not to like force myself to only do one project at a time. But this yarn is really nice to use, so it tends to be the thing I pick up to work on. The other thing I was working on was cardigan. I was doing this earlier when I was watching Shaya's live stream, and I kind of made up this stitch pattern, and I'm gonna make a video on how to do that at some point, probably soon, but not right this second. That's rude. Although, everybody's a little dumb sometimes. So yes, I also, I'm kind of blocking it. Where can I put so you can see? This thing. My little collage of buttons and things are all finished. You can have some if you want.
You just get it for fun?
Yeah.
Wow. You want a piece?
No, I just ate a sandwich.
What do you make your sandwich out of?
The freezer.
What?
I had an Uncrustable.
That's not a sandwich.
Yes, it is.
It's more like a hot pocket full of peanut butter.
And he won't agree to do videos with me. Can you believe this? He's so funny. And yet. Thank you, Foggy.
Kind of like a spring roll.
What?
Yeah, it's like a rolled up. It's like one contiguous object, full of like a paste.
Listen. I ate food though.
It's true.
So I get a star. One,
I think they could make
3, 4,
an
5.
Uncrustable out of perfectly generic objects at Homestuck.
What?
You know, like the cubes.
No, I don't remember everything about Homestuck.
Yeah, I could be making stuff up right now and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, when I read Homestuck, I was kind of busy having a crush on you, so.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. You shouldn't have done that. Should have just read Homestuck.
I read it, but I didn't absorb any of it.
How did you not absorb any Homestuck?
Well, Foggy said Uncrustable is a phenomenon of a food.
I think it's yeah, I agree. Alright, you wanna slice this?
No thanks.
Me not the
I'm
lemons.
good. I think Noah would be really good at art challenge videos.
Really good at what?
I think it would be fun to do art challenge videos with you. It's not a win or lose, it's just you both do the challenge. But he's actually really good at drawing. This is what I have so far. The yarn is like really soft. It is literally called a cloud cake. But I'm trying to do, I don't know, I'm not like giving myself a specific goal of when I want it to be done, but I am letting myself like chill and not rush, because since I'm writing the pattern, there's like a little bit of a tendency for me to want to finish it as soon as possible so people can like make it and buy it and stuff, but at the same time I'm like, no one is rushing me except myself, so I should not rush myself. And we just finished the second round, so now we get to do the spiky part of the star. Actually, can I get it to display so that it shows the star? Are you gonna behave yourself? There you go. We have, well, I don't know where Teddy is, but Baby's on the little cardboard bed over there. So she might visit us eventually. I have not seen the second Moana movie, but I'm probably going to at some point. I just need to let I need to get my friend to let me log into his Disney account again. Yeah, so about the channel memberships, just to like do a little self promo, I just made a bunch of what are they called? Badges, so that if people wanted to become a channel member, they'd have like a different color little heart-shaped yarn ball with cat ears and a tail for every month that you are a member, it would like change to a different color, and then it would become a golden one after 7 months, and then I think after that I'm gonna have it wait until it's a year, and then it'll be like a rainbow one. But I just finished making those, and then I also made some icons of Baby and Teddy so that members could use those in the chat. But yeah, I've been seeing other people I watch do the memberships, and I think it'll be easier to keep up with, because I did have Patreon for a while, but it being a whole separate app and everything, and like a separate company, I guess, it was just kind of a bit much for me to keep up with. So I think just having it be a membership within YouTube would be easier for me. Plus then I could do member live streams. I don't remember if, I don't remember if mods are treated as members. So like if I had made Volgy a mod, I don't know if you'd be allowed in the member chat, but I don't even remember if you're a mod on YouTube or not. I think you were on Twitch or TikTok. I don't remember. We have 4 little spikies. I'm trying to like redo this room to be all space theme. So that's what the blanket is, and that's what that embroidery piece with all the buttons and stuff was for. But then also I thrifted some bed sheets that I'm gonna turn into curtains. And part of me is like, I should wait till I have everything and then reset it all at once. But then the other part of me is like, you should just start changing it, because like there's no reason why this shouldn't be on the wall already. And I made a knitted like moon phases thing, like a wall hanging, and I'm like, I should just mount that already and put it on the wall. Okay, well, if you're gonna be like acting a fool in the chat, I might have to block you. So if you actually want to watch, you can watch, but like I will block, because that's a rude thing to say. But yeah, I was working on that cardigan during a live stream that I was watching earlier, and I actually took a walk today because it was nice and I needed to pick up medicine from the pharmacy, and so I chose to walk there. And it was kind of funny because on the way...
You want some nachos?
No thanks, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
On the way back, there were a bunch of girls in this little walkway tunnel thing that were all like trying to film a TikTok or something, and they were like dancing, and like the tunnel is basically to avoid putting a crosswalk at a very busy intersection, so it's a really good idea, but then like whenever you're in there it's so loud, so they were playing this music to film their TikTok, and it was like really loud, and I didn't want to walk past them while they were filming, so I just kind of sat there and was like, okay, I guess I'll wait, and they were like, oh no, you can go, and I'm like, okay. Bye. Should get a cardigan from me. I'm guessing it would need to be blue. Because Foggy loves blue. Have you ever considered having pops of orange color for like your outfits and or accessories, because that goes good with blue? Actually, when I was cleaning my phone pictures out, I found the pictures from when I spun the Foggy yarn, and then I put I turned the yarn into a scarf and I gave it to Foggy. I think I made a hat too. I did the whole first star, so now I'm gonna do the blue part, and then this is where like I probably didn't invent it, but it's something that I don't see a lot in these type of like blankets or squares. They usually tell you to like leave your yarn at the back and switch to the next color, but what I'm doing is I'm having you what I call park the yarn. And you basically just leave it active on the back with a marker in it so it can't come undone. And then you add the next color, and then later on, let's see if this is accessible on here. Yeah. So later, when you need that one again, you just make a chain up the back until it gets as tall as it needs to be, and then do your row, and then drop it again, park it, and then, yeah. Oh yeah, hot pink. That's also good. And it's like trans pride. Okay, so I need blue. I'm starting a new cake, and I'm like, do I start it from the middle or the outside? Because if I start... Actually, if I start with the light or darker blue, and then I can do the inside of this one. Yeah. Okay, wait. Did I do that right? Start with the outside of this cake. And then it'll turn... You see how it's a little bit different? It's like teal, and then it becomes like cerulean blue. And then on here, it turns into... I don't know, it just changes. I don't need them all to be the same, but it's just interesting to see what order they're in. Okay, so for this one, we have to join to this point after the park. Baby. She's like, I am not coming up there. I'm sleeping right here, and you cannot make me move. Making your notes spooky theme. That's awesome. Someone in the other live stream I was watching was saying how like they were like, oh, yeah, I just finished studying, and I was like, I can't currently imagine being someone who is like in school. Even though I want to keep learning stuff, I'm like, I want to learn stuff through like classes, I guess. Like, right now I'm in an ice skating class with my mom. We learned how to go backwards and how to stop, which is really important. Even though, for some reason, stopping is really difficult. At least the first way we've learned how to stop. They also taught us how to fall. Yes. And apparently a lot of the like tricks or skills that you do, they're like a little easier if you have more momentum, which is scary. And I've definitely like fell on my butt a bunch of times. But I'm getting better at it. Yesterday I did a skill where you basically are going forward and you turn and then you just shift your entire body and go the other way. The music in the background is... I just searched YouTube for ambience. Morning spring lo-fi music. Noah's nodding in approval.
Wait, did you say like morning spring lo-fi music?
Yeah.
Can you like see if there's like...
There's a picture of cinema roll, spring day with cinema roll.
Can you just make up?
I'm going to that
words?
one.
You can probably just say any word and say lo-fi after. Can you search up sewer lo-fi music?
No thank you.
Sewer slurping lo-fi.
No thanks. One time in our D&D game, Noah made us fight a sewer monster.
That's been multiple times. It's not just the one time.
He
fought
likes-
multiple sewer monsters.
He likes yucky characters.
Fought a monster made out of poop once.
Ew, don't say that on my live stream.
Actually, I don't think that's true. It was an Otyugh that lived in the like septic pit below a mansion.
You should come sit here and tell us your stories.
So there was once a boy named Naruto Uzumaki, and Naruto Uzumaki he had the nine tails sealed in his belly.
There is sewer lo-fi about a creature, apparently.
Exactly. I knew it off the top of my dome. What do you think I listen to when I go upstairs?
I don't know.
Sweet sounds
You
of
like
sewer.
you like to listen to videos of people fighting at full volume randomly throughout the day.
Is there? Do you have like saran wrap or something for this bread?
It should be where the rest of the kitchen stuff is.
I didn't see it.
He would be so entertaining if we did videos together, but he does not, like, he doesn't want to do videos. But I do have, my one friend Kyle, who used to live with me but no longer does. He said he's willing to make videos, so when we're able to do, like, collaborations and stuff, I'm gonna put them on my channel. And maybe some Minecraft videos. But I don't know if it'll just be reduced to Minecraft streams. But he's also very funny. And it also just so happens that like most of the time when we're actually able to hang out is like really late at night because he works at night. So you know how people are at night. You're like goofy and funny and stuff, so. Like almost all the way around. I gotta say, I like the cinema roll video. He's sitting on a cupcake. And there's like butterflies flying. I also hit my like withdrawal goal today for YouTube. Because when you become a YouTube partner, they don't let you get paid until you've like made a certain amount, and I hit that today. Yippee. I still feel like this is a little bit loud. Hopefully that's better. What is everyone gonna have for dinner? I think I'm gonna go with chicken nuggies. Ketchup and chicken nuggies and chocolate milk with supplement. Look at that. Yippee. So this row also has a bunch of triple crochets. Okay, so single, triple. I'm not used to the yarn pulling from the outside because I've been using the center pull ones for this project for a while. A band banquet? What does Aaron... Wait, is Aaron supporting a band or in a band? Because I didn't know this. It's like, turns out that Aaron is like the front singer of like one of my favorite bands or something. I'm losing my grip on this. Ah! Ooh. The rats wish to use the yarn. The rats should do it. Aaron plays trumpet. He plays the I don't remember if you watch Good Mythical Morning at all, Foggy, but it is one of the things that Link always does is play the mouth trumpet at random times. Well, not necessarily random. They're celebratory, which is when a trumpet is used, usually, I think. But yeah, now that we have more than a couple people here, let me know if you would prefer to like look down at what I'm making or if you like this view here. Yarn therapy with Ruth. No, not Ruth. I'm sorry. Ruth, thank you for commenting. And also, yes, I love Rhett and Link. One of my, like, on repeat types of entertainment is just Rhett and Link compilations or straight up, like, old Rhett and Link videos. I've been watching them for, like, 12 years now. That's, like, crazy. Because I remember in 2013, my mom got my sibling and I each our own 3-foot tall like mini Christmas tree, and I decorated mine with all handmade Rhett and Link themed ornaments. Like I printed out their logo and I put like bacon and vanilla wafer. I don't remember what all else I had done, but I had a Rhett and Link themed Christmas tree. I also like recently went through all my photos on my phone, so everything from like 2021 until now. I got one of those apps where you like swipe it left or right depending on if you want to keep it, and I went through it so fast. I did my entire phone in 3 days and I had like 10,000 pictures. So I would recommend doing those apps like that, but where was I going with this? I found a bunch of old art that like Foggy made me and my other friends made me. So most of what has survived on my phone is like really important stuff, like my user codes for like work and things, and then it's like pictures of me and my friends at furry conventions and art my friends made. And so now I have a lot more room so I can work on more than one video at once, because that was a problem I was having, is that every time I would make a video, it would use up the whole rest of my phone storage. So I decided to, you know, go through and clean stuff out. It did hurt my heart a little bit, but I deleted many pictures of baby. But don't worry, I kept all the ones that were really clear or like with her face in it or like funny. But I just had a bunch of pictures of baby just like sleeping on things, and I'm like, how many pictures do I need of this cat sleeping on something different? But yeah, I have a bunch of really cute art from my friends, and I realize I need to like really go on Toy House and update all my like characters and add the art that I have, because back when I was really active on TikTok, people would make fan art of my fursuits, and I haven't put them all on Toy House yet. I was there when they did lives from their basement. Oh my gosh, try to get noticed in the chat. I was like that with, so actually, in the before times, when Twitter was like, okay, the only reason I made a Twitter account was to follow the Friday Night Cranks user who would do prank calls on Friday nights. And I tried so hard to get him to notice me, but at the time I was like 12 years old and like not typing anything like understandable into the chat. But that was the reason why I got an account, because they were like, we're gonna tweet every time right before we go live, and I was like, oh well, I need to get a Twitter so I can know when you're gonna go live. But yeah, I want to do more live streams, and eventually once I get the members stuff set up, I'm going to do members only live streams. Where I'm pretty sure we can play like, not that this isn't nice music, but like I'm pretty sure we can play actual playlists and like vibe, you know? Cuz like, I don't know. I can appreciate ambient music, but I like lyrical music, and I like singing along and like, you know. Hope my chiropractor isn't watching, because I'm totally not sitting in the correct posture for this. And we just made it back around. I think this would also be really cool if you did it with like, oh, no, don't fall down. But you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say something and then I'm gonna follow it up with like a DUH moment. This with black and a contrast color of rainbow would be sick. But when is that color combination not sick? Also, I see we have 6 likes. Thank you to everyone who has liked. That does still help, because technically a live stream is counted as a video on YouTube. Okay, back to this. Okay, and then this is kind of like what I was saying before, where instead of just like pulling the yarn straight up the back, I'm just chaining it. And then I pull the top loop through the stitch over here. But which one? Pull it up through... What? Where am I? Pull it up through the first double crochet. Yep. Okay, and then we're doing chain 2, double crochet 2, and This is like, that first part I can kind of do without looking, but this, from this row onward, even though they're technically simpler than the beginning few rows, I always have to check. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Yep, okay. And then we do 3 and skip 2. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. That's the other thing I try to do with my patterns, is like I try to make it so that once you've done a repeat, it should be pretty memorable. I have played Fortnite in the past, but I haven't in a little bit, just because the group of friends that plays Fortnite has been busy, but I do play Minecraft sometimes. Actually, I should make a Minecraft bee. We should see if Baby would come up here. Baby! Baby! She's too busy sniffing the floor. Trying to read what's going on. Oh, I guess she found something to eat on the floor. Minecraft is pretty good. Again, I feel like I only play it when I'm like dead tired, so I'm like, I don't know what to do, and then I just like futz around for a little bit. But I've done a few like bigger projects in Minecraft before, because well, one of them I did was like a bakery, so it was like pink and brown themed, and I had it like dispense pies and stuff. And then a current project that my friend and I are working on is a barn, and coincidentally it is also made of pink and brown wood. I'm also gonna try to do like a shop update soon, because for a while I was making a bunch of bandanas and I have so many of them and I need to list them. You made a ship? I feel like I've seen I think Vintage Beef made a ship before that was like coming out of the ground, or was that Anders? I don't remember. Yeah, people don't realize like it takes a lot of time to make really cool builds. It's kind of like crochet actually, where it's like you just gotta put one block at a time. Usually, because I can't dedicate hours and hours of like every day to playing Minecraft, when I make a new world, I'll put the game mode on so that when I die, everything that I have in my like inventory stays. But my friend forgot to do that when he made our current world, so yesterday I went caving for an hour and then died and didn't get to keep any of the stuff. So that wasn't great, but okay. So we did that row. Can you see it's getting bigger every row? That's the other thing I try to keep in mind when I design patterns, is like I don't want them to take forever and ever. Like this one kind of does take a long time because it's mostly single crochets, but it's also kind of addicting because of the color changes. But that's why I love double crochets so much, is because it's like just tall enough that it's not gonna take forever to work on. Okay. And then this one we are going to do 2 in the ones below, and then 2 in the corner. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get it so that it's like angled better so you can see what's going on. My leg is falling asleep. I also like moved my coffee table like right up to the couch, so it's literally like touching 2 edges of the couch. I feel like I'm too far away, but am I? Oh, my leg is so asleep right now. I don't even know what to do to like wake it up without causing mass panic. I did have a good idea for a smaller pattern that I could maybe design and then put out before this one, and that would be a leopard gecko. I just need to like set aside some time to do it. And I have like a concept in mind of how I would do the spots on the back, and they would end up looking like little hearts, and it would be really cute. They're doing yard work. Anytime they're doing yard work, I'm like, seriously? It's like, I want to say like, really? It's 8 o'clock in the morning. But it's like, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. I'm going to be like, really? It's 5 o'clock at night. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. But like, they have to do it at some point, I guess. For anybody who saw my purple yarn dyeing video and wanted an update on Teddy, I have one. So he was diagnosed with like a heart condition and he needs medicine now, but he is a very good boy about taking medicine. I basically just scoop some of his food up, put it in there, and wait till he eats that much with the food in it, or with the medicine in it, and then he gets to eat the rest of his food. Just because I can't like leave it there, because I don't want baby to accidentally be the one to eat it. But he's doing a lot better now, and he had one follow-up appointment at the regular vet last week, and they said he was doing better. And then he has a visit with a specialist this week to like specifically check on his heart and like see if his medications need adjusting or anything. He's very funny. He's not, we're not supposed to like prompt him to play because if he's breathing really hard, it's not as good for him. But he's been more playful this week, so like on his own he'll play with toys and stuff, which is a good sign because it means he's feeling better. I don't know where he went off to though. He's usually in this chair right next to me, but he's somewhere else. He also, there was a towel in the kitchen on the floor, because when I was dyeing the yarn on the rack, I needed somewhere for it to like drip. And for some reason, like, it wasn't wet anymore, but for some reason he thought it was a really fun place to hang out. Right, just sitting on that towel. So sometimes he's been caught there. I really hope you can't hear the yard work sounds, because that's kinda not the vibe. But I also can't really do anything about it, so oh well. Okay. I was also wondering if I should like get a camera to film stuff, but now that I've cleared my phone out, I'm like, I don't really need to. I just had so many pictures. It's like, honestly, a lot of them were from like going thrifting and taking pictures of weird stuff that like I wanted to show my friends, but I didn't want to buy it. I've deleted pictures of so many weird little like fish related stuff and clown related stuff and just other things that like my friends would be interested in, that I had already sent them to them and like shown them, but I hadn't deleted the pictures. Can't really hear yard work. Okay, well hopefully the fan isn't that loud either. I do really like these rows though, because even though I have to check the pattern at the beginning, once you know what you're doing, like I said before, you could just like keep on trucking. I don't love how working from the outside means that I have to keep like yanking on this ball of yarn. So maybe I'll like pull some out first. I think my foot is not asleep anymore. Yay! I don't really have many plans for tonight besides this. I feel like I want to take a nap, but I also don't want to like go to, like, I don't want to take a nap and then wake up before I would have gone to bed and then not be able to go to sleep. Sorry to hear about your dog. I'm actually making some yarn with dog fur for my friend whose dog passed away. I need to like pull the project out of hibernation. Have you seen those memes where it's like, quick, let's prank him? Wait, what? I haven't. You prank someone when their foot is asleep? Is that like to make them jump up or something? Because that's diabolical. I don't know if I could forgive someone if they did that. Oh, but by the way, if anyone has like video ideas of things I should try, or like, I know it's really popular to do like, can I finish this thing in a day videos, but I don't have many like full free days that I can use to do that type of video. And I know there's like color videos where you're like making everything that's blue or making everything that's green. But I'm like, I want to do something like that would be fun for me, other than just like, okay, take this ball of green yarn and make 10 things with it. Maybe not 10, but like 5. But now that I can just save different clips on my phone, like 4 different videos, I think I'm gonna like redo how my albums on my phone are, and like when I film for a video, I'm gonna immediately sort it into a file for that type of like video. Oh my gosh. Honey Bun, do you remember what I showed you the other day on the stream? Because I should be using it right now. Hold on. This thing. You remember how I said these cakes are too big to go on here, plus I'm pulling from the center? The one that I'm complaining about continuing to pull on can go on here because I'm pulling from the outside. And then when I pull, it'll go. Yes. Okay. That has solved a problem. Yes, the spinny thing. Like a sleepover meme, but they draw on their foot instead of person. Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like I have seen that now. Admittedly, I'm not spending as much time on TikTok because I don't post a ton over there. And I have added like screen time limits to certain apps on my phone to avoid the doom. But yes, I remember seeing that. Foggy, welcome back. I have to show you the thing I have. Whoops. This might be the last Code Red 40 that I have. I'm about to stop having cancerous drinks. Okay. This is the supernatural themed yarn spinner that I got at the Frederick Fiber Festival. Unfortunately, they did not put their name on here, but I'm sure I could look up like the vendors at the event and see who was selling these. But basically, you pull gently on your yarn and it spins really easily. And I was saying, I did like a test stream the other night, and I think Honey Bun was the only non-bot viewer, so they were able to see it. But basically, these are humongous, and I wasn't sure if putting it on there would be like too much for it. But then I was also like, well, if I'm pulling from the middle, there's no use putting it on there because it doesn't turn. But the small ball that I'm using of the rest of that cake can fit on there. And I wanted one of those. I wanted one that sat on the table. Because a lot of people like the ones that hang on your wrist, but I don't think I could handle that. Like, I feel like it would bother me. I want to, like, be up here. I don't want to be, like, way back here, but I guess, does it really matter? I guess the main difference is whether I can read the chat. So let's see if I can bring you closer so I can read the chat from back here. How's that? Is that fine? Anyways, now I'm trying to think of like what do I need to do before FWA so that I don't run around like a chicken with my head cut off when I go. Because I do have a work conference like immediately before the convention. So I have to pack for both of those. I did tell Noah when it is, so I know I have that base covered. I don't remember if we paid for a room already, but I do have like money set aside for the con in my bank. But I'm like, should I set aside more? But I don't know. I feel like I want another pillow behind me. Oh, it's trying to pull, but it's pulling against. Okay. Something was like against it and it wasn't working. Yeah, I think I narrowed down which suits I'm gonna bring. I gotta bring Pop Rock because everybody knows Pop Rock. I'm gonna bring Pebble for the, like, night market. And also because Pebble is just really easy to wear. But then I'm going to bring Chumpy for the aquarium. Oops, stitch. I love Pebble too. I should plan a fun, like, couple of outfits for everybody. Is this supposed to be 1 or 2? It's 2. Yay! I guessed correctly on my own instructions. I'm also thinking, like, should I do a YouTube video redecorating this room? Because it's not necessarily craft related, but I did do a bunch of crafts for it, so I guess so. Yes. Finny was getting the, like, blonde part of their suit repaired, right? Or, like, switched out for white. Ooh. The longer this, like, musical cinema roll video is on the screen, the more I just want to be him. He's literally sitting on a cupcake, hugging a cherry, surrounded by candy and what looks like fruit trees and a rainbow. And there's more cupcakes and candies around him. He's just a little guy. I don't want to, like, not talk because it feels awkward, but I don't have any more ideas. So if you have ideas of what I should talk about, definitely let me know because I will talk about them. I don't know how to fix an Xbox. I'm live streaming Crochet Gamer. I don't even think I've ever touched an Xbox. Or if I have, it was a very long time ago. Okay, this was like getting tangled weird on the spinner, but I think it's sorted out now. I'm also like trying to fight my tension with this yarn because it's so soft. And it's like I don't want to pull on it too tight. And I do know that, like, this particular yarn, if you pull on it too much, it will snap. And I don't want that to happen. I also want to draw more furry art. I want to make more furry crochet patterns. I have to teach you how to crochet, Foggy. My brain is so head empty. If I make 1 square a day until FWA, then they'll all be done for when I come back. Yeah? But do I want to do that? I haven't even thought about what kind of project I'm going to bring with me to go to FWA. I feel like at some point when I like know when people are online for live streams, I want to do like a shop showcase live stream where I just go through every single bin that I have of my stock and be like, look, there's a cinema roll bag. Look, there's a fish bag. I have this scarf. I have that cardigan. And then people will be like, whoa, that is so cool. I'm going to the shop right now to buy it. Because I'm at the point again where it's like, I did sell a lot last season, but I have pretty much refilled the bin that I emptied from selling, which I'm not upset about, but it's like, it's nice to have the stock be like rotating and not the same things sitting in there for a year. This spinner is working really good. You have a new tail? Oh yeah! The little baby one. I had to delete old whip pictures of Foggy's big wings. I fought those wings so much while making them. I also saw the one time when we were going to go to a convention where Kyle and I tried to leave after doing an all-nighter, and we ended up turning back around to like sleep beforehand. Okay, we almost get to switch to yellow. The trumpet. It's trumpeting. Yes, I always remember when I found you in the Starbucks line. I was thinking about that the other day too. I was like, wow, what if Foggy had only had brown hair and I never knew how to look for them? I get to do the fun front post stitches. These things. Can you even see what I'm pointing to? Those. Foggy without blue hair. Oh my gosh. So you didn't get to go to the wedding, but I was also looking through pictures from the wedding. And the guy that he's my friend, but he's a DJ. The guy that I had that DJ'd my wedding, what was I gonna say? At some point, I had like found his Facebook and like jokingly would like send him pictures of himself. I still have so many old pictures of him on my phone, and I will not delete them because they're very funny to me. And he has like really long hair now. So before he had short hair, and I was like, who even is that? Gem Jewel, welcome to the live. Let me see, where am I? Sing, two, and then single. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then a long boy. One of the things with crochet is like when you learn how to read patterns, a lot of stuff is like abbreviated or shortened. And Grace thinks it's the funniest thing ever. Grace is my sibling. They think it's the funniest thing ever to pronounce them as they're written. So she'll say like, do tusk in the next tk. I am making, whoops, it's kind of scrunching up on itself. I'm making a square that is a blanket panel. Looks like that. So I have 2 that are finished and I need 10 more. So I'm working on another one. Skip the center too. Okay. So now I know what I'm doing. But yeah, feel free to let me know what you're working on or what you did today if you're just dropping in. I might make brownies later, but I don't know yet. Whoops. I missed the stitch entirely. See that? That's what we're doing, the long boys. Yes, you can have some brownies. I don't know, y'all. It might be nap time. I might need to make my nuggies and brownies and gobble them up and just go to bed. You went swimming? That's awesome. I want to go swimming, but I haven't, I don't have like a pool membership anywhere. So I gotta wait till they do their like, open swim days. I think my mom and I were thinking about doing a swimming class eventually once the ice skating class is done. Oops, I'm trying to do the wrong stitch. See, eventually this blanket will be done and I'll be able to just drape it over the back of the couch behind me instead of precariously placing 2 single squares. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be receiving a box in the mail of stuff to bring to FWA. I got my wristband the other day. I literally just put it right in a basket by my front door so I can't possibly forget it. I should probably start like packing tomorrow. I'm just glad that this time the work thing is before the furry convention. So it's like the convention is actually like, not that it wasn't a vacation before, but last time the convention was first. So I went, I had a bunch of fun, and then I immediately got shoved into a work conference, which is like a totally different vibe. I don't know what tornado you're referring to, but I am currently fine, yes. Unless you mean the tornado of my mental health, because I'm still recovering from that from the last week, but we are chugging along. Which actually, if you haven't seen, I did post a new video today, and that was kind of the vibe behind the video was like, I wasn't feeling well, but I made myself keep making stuff because it's what I know how to do, and it helps me like ground myself. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch it after the stream. You're going to Megaplex too? I think so. I don't remember. This is September, right? I should be able to. I have to like juggle my like PTO around and stuff. But so far I've been able to do that okay. I don't know if, have we confirmed like rooms and stuff for that yet or no? I feel like the yellow yarn is finally turning to a lighter shade. Because it's like a big gradient, but it's like, this one is slightly lighter than that one, see? But there's still like so much left. And eventually it'll make white ones. But actually, now that I'm thinking of it, maybe once it turns like fully white, I'll start the next cake, and then if I have enough white left over later, I might do like a wearable or something with it for myself. Oh my goodness. Did we get a sweet? Sweet, sweet, sweet. You know what would be so good right now? A sleepover where you just eat a bunch of crap and then pass out while watching Shrek. What the heck? They're so rude. They should let Foggy have a sweet every time because Foggy is the sweetest. I haven't watched my Supernatural in a couple... Actually, probably in a full week. Maybe that's why I got depressed, because I didn't have Sam and Dean to... I didn't watch Sam and Dean. I did have them available to watch, but... Oh, yeah! Okay, good. I can't remember 2 days in the past, and I can't remember what's planned for 2 days ahead. That's why my Google Calendar is one of my besties. Okay, wait, so this is that. Park the yarn. I think that's gonna be my goal for tonight, is I want to try to finish this square. I have gotten to row 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Row 10 out of 25. So I'm like not quite to halfway, but I do think I'm gonna need to like eat something. So I'm gonna log off. However, Foggy, if you want to read book or watch videos with me, definitely message me. But yes, we're gonna have such a good time at Epic Universe. My pronouns are they, them, and it, it's. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I'm gonna log off now. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll try to get it so it'll let me be sideways next time. But yeah. I will see you in my next video.